This is a quick audio test. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. That's going to get frustrating. Well, this is a good start. We may actually have a no-show on game 1. We will sit tight and find out. This is Clarity League Division 4. This is the round 1. So this is the group stage between, I want to say, Froglet farming... Oh gosh, I can't remember what they're called. Froglet Farmers Fanclub versus Lymee's Bathwater. We are, however, currently missing 2 players on Lymee's team. Thank you, do appreciate it. Game should have started at 7, but as we know with Clarity games, that never really happens. So, we shall see. What I can tell you, Nacho the captain has had to pull in a stand-in for this one. Sparto very kindly was not available for these games. So, Dragonheart 107, or whatever the heck that name is standing in kindly. Perfect. They're looking to get a stand-in straight away. I can imagine it's quite frustrating for Lymee. First game of the season. That's very interesting. So you need a stand-in for the stand-in. Yeah, it wouldn't be clarity with a few problems, would it? Looks like Nacho has accepted the stand-in. I want to say Ketchup was a 4K support, so I'm sure that's quite an easy. So actually maybe slightly lower if they're replacing Captain Cold. We do. You still have a chance. We have a game. Yeah, 3.5. I thought. I don't know. I thought you were slightly higher. So just to confirm, Captain Cod, it would have been a you versus Sparta game, and you're both unavailable. Sad times. It's fine. You'll just have to either both get into the final, or both get in the lower bracket and fight it out then, I guess. There you go, and it looks like we finally got our teams together. For those not informed, this is a best of 3. Best of 3 this season, yes. So we'll see how one-sided it is. Hopefully they're quite even. So we'll see if there's 3 games, or if we're going to go for a 2-0. And that is Lymee's bathwater with the first decision. And they've gone with first pick. Interesting. And the Froglet farmers have gone for Radiant. Good luck, says to all. No bad mouthing yet. It's a good start. And this is the moment where I don't load in as the caster. I was joking. I wasn't being serious. There we go.
Dyer's turn to ban.
So hopefully that is still going on. It is excellent.
10. 5 seconds. Radiant's turn to ban.
Oh, there's a Kez ban. That's an interesting one.
Radiant's ban.
I know Nacho has been playing a bit of Kez, and unsurprisingly, the Gubster's Oracle ban comes straight back. So Nacho and Trixie, or OT8OS. played with Gubster last season, I feel like they know their strengths. Okay, and the Bristleback ban mode, that's targeted ban versus their highest MMR offlane. Or they just don't want to play against Bristleback. Perfectly valid. Silencer. Quite a standard ban these days on support. Yeah. The Beastmaster ban for Harry as well. I don't know if Lymee might play it mid. I've a Lycan ban. They're going very heavily on Harry. Lycan offers lots of tempo, to be honest, well, as does Beastmaster. So maybe taking that out is a good choice. Dawnbreaker. And the Axe pickup. Quite a standard offlaner at the moment. I think every offlaner worth his money has Axe in his pool. There are plenty of counters to it, and we'll see how Froglet's Farmers Fanclub want to deal with it. Some slight discussions going on here. I'd expect them to pick up a support. What's the last? It shows Lymee's Bathboard was quite confident on their Axe. They've completely negated picking up anything for their 4 or 5.
Venomancer.
And that is a Venomancer. Is that an Axe counter? Is that a comfort pick for somebody? Are they going to try and ruin Axe's lane with this?
10 seconds. It is Dire's ban.
Or will they run it wild? Let's put that as a core Mancer. So the Legion ban out for Trixie, I think that is their most played hero.
Radiant's turn to ban.
Juggernaut. That is a directed Nacho ban. If you look at his recent games, that hero is very prevalent in a lot of his wins. Very comfortable on the hero. The Medusa ban. Okay. What they've done there is they've seen that 18 pick is Lymee's Bathwaters, and they've gone, we don't want to deal with it. Which is completely understandable.
10 seconds. 5 seconds remain. Dire's turn to pick.
Ah, Ymir. Okay, so do we think this is the support duo out straight away? I do. You've got the saving support in the Tusk, which is perfect against the Axe Call. Very standard counter. At a professional level, I don't know how that'll translate down to 4 and 5k, but we'll find out.
5 seconds.
Yes, that is correct, Colkin. So they ban the Lycan Beast. The first phase.
Here's turn to pick.
Disruptor. I think that might be a Gubster hero there, so a pos 5 Disruptor. He's a very strong hero at the moment. Just nothing more to say about it.
10 seconds remain.
Good opportunity for keeping people out of position.
5 seconds remain.
Glimpse arguably one of the better spells in the entire of the Dota game. Dusky.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Abaddon. Okay. So, as it stands, I believe in this meta we're looking at an Aber 1 here with an Axe 3. However,
10 seconds.
are they pulling this out as a flex? Do they want to put this as a weird POS 5 or POS 4?
5 seconds.
I don't know the pools well enough of the players here to know this. But I'm currently seeing that as a POS 1 Aber.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Okay. And the Ursa versus the Axe, quite a typical matchup. I know Nacho is very happy to play his bear man.
Seconds. 5 seconds. Dire must choose.
And that's Trixie's Primal Beast. Unless their stand-in also plays a mid-primal, which may be the case. I think this is going to be a Tusk Primal lane, and it's going to be
10 seconds remain.
it's going to be very brawly.
5 seconds remain.
Carl, the Invoker's here. Interesting. Do we think this is a support Abaddon then?
10 seconds.
There's no way they hold their 4-5 for last
5
round,
seconds remain.
unless it's support Invoker. I'm going to be honest, I really should have looked at the teams beforehand. I did my little predictions yesterday, but I can't remember after going through 40 players. Primal Axe is very good, especially with the break. Obviously if he's stomping around and Abaddon doesn't need to click his ulti. At the moment, it looks like Froglet Farmers Fanclub have quite a run at them too. Ban at the Void, interesting. So do they want another high tempo mid, maybe an Ember Spirit to kind of keep this going? Something that can just keep up tempo with the Primal Beast. What do we think about a potential mid-timber for Invoker on Lymee's Bathwater there, up against the Primal Beast?
It is Dire's ban.
Morphling ban. So they think this is support Aber too. Okay. And that's a ban out of the Kunkka for
seconds remain. 5 seconds remain.
35 seconds of reserve time we're going to. The problem is they don't really have a way to chunk through the high heap. Yeah, that's why I was thinking potentially Timbersaw. The beauty is shadower. We don't know, and we will be finding out soon when their last pick is revealed, which is within 13 seconds. Plus reserve time.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Troll Warlord. Ooh. So yes, support Abaddon, invoke a mid, and a Troll Warlord 1. That's a very interesting pick. They've got a high kite capability too with the Tusk. Tusk can basically mirror exactly what he does to Axe to Troll, hold someone in a snowball. We've got a minute of reserve time here to make a decision. Quap or Puck. The problem is if you catch a Quap or a Puck with Troll ult or Troll net, sorry, they just get shredded. And the DK is up. They've gone for just more HP. The HP team. Yes, the Tusk and Primal lane, the DK mid. Venomancer, Ursa, Axe is going to have a horrible time. I guess just structure a lane with Thunderstrike, try and keep Ursa off as much as possible. There's really weird facets coming out here. Abaddon with the Quickening. I don't think that's the support facet, is it? I'm going to go Mephatic Shield. Corrosive Dragon, he's going for the poison. Bear down, tag team 100%, patient 0, yes. So I was thinking Axe and Abba should lane together. However, you're then putting 2 melee heroes into a Venomancer. I think both lanes can work. If we get an early level in Kinetic Field, try and keep Ursa off Axe. It's... There we go, the Gub Strabadon. He's playing his defensive support. So, early smoke up from the side of Froglet Farmers. And, of course, the same one. Yeah, both of them are going to the different sides of the map, so I don't think we're going to see an interesting fight first blood here. Interesting. So Lymee is mid. Is this the team with Panda on? Sorry, is that a Panda Invoker mid? The smokers run out for both teams here. Not going to find anybody.
30 seconds and counting.
With an early ward up here for the Dire. Both teams happy to take it slow. I can both go for two bounties each here. There we go.
And now.
Disruptor may see someone, but
Been waiting for.
okay, they're too far away to get here. Get there. So we have on Radiant we have Nacho on his Ursa as POS 1. We also have Socks on Venomancer as POS 5. We have in the mid lane Dragonheart playing Dragon Knight, very apt. We have Trixie playing Primal Beast. Trixie, I think. Oh, I might have just absolutely ruined that. OT8OS on Primal Beast and Ed Left on Red on Tusk. For the Dire we have Lymee on Troll Warlord. We have Gubster on his Abaddon. We have Invoker mid, Panda. POS 4, we have Butters and Harry on the POS 3 axe. So Harry is the highest MR, I believe, in this game at 5.2k. So we'll see if he can, or they can set the tempo.
Radiant's courier makes the ultimate sacrifice.
And there's a very early courier kill for Gubster there. I think luckily just walked into the right place. Ed Left on Red, blocked the creep camp. And some tickling going on mid with the tag team. But as we thought, the Disruptor axe is blocked here. Laying very high for Ursa to try and farm into this. Just some lovely sweeping hits from Disruptor and Venomancer here. Got to be careful. The battle hunger will reduce your movement speed by 10%, 18%. Puts you in a very awkward position sometimes. So you've got a deep ward here actually on the Dire, which is just outside of the sentry range by a fraction. Disruptor looks like he's pushing forward with this. Balance is going to be very low at the end of this battle hunger. The first blood goes to the Disruptor. Didn't quite get it on the Invoker. Is this going to be a good opportunity to see if my replays work? Let's find out. Deep ward here actually on the Dire, which is just outside of the sentry range by a fraction. Disruptor looks like he's pushing forward with this. Balance is going to replays very low. Yeah, that's excellent. This is what we like to see. The first blood goes to the Disruptor. There we go, page back up to the game, I hope. There we go, look at that. And in the meantime, very handily, we have not missed another kill, so good job me. Fight's going up top. This is just an absolute bloodbath up here. Just keep hitting, just keep hitting. Primal has no mana for his... Okay. Will he go for this one hit? Gubster did actually just walk back into him. That was very kind of him. Let me pull up his net worth. Not KDA, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for last hits and denies. DK doing an excellent job mid there. 7 denies versus Invokers 2. Ping's coming out top. Okay, Tusk is focusing on stacking for 4 minutes. Maybe he goes for the mid rune here as well. Boom. Okay, so Ursa's got 18 last hits into Axis 40, and I don't think either party is really too concerned about that. And there is a healing Lotus on the Ursa, which is positive. So I don't think this is going to be a kill lane. I think Panda's going to be looking for Sunstrikes across the map, so you need to be considerate of that. And a double pull got off for Gobster. And that means the lane will be pushing in hard into the troll. Again, 12 denies on the mid Dragonite now. Is the matchup meant to be that one-sided? I don't know. I'm not a mid player. And this is going to be well done. I think Venomancer needs to be very cautious of those things, right? Looks like you're going for a boots into Urn. Do you think it'll be worth picking up Tranquil Boots to keep out of range for the most part? Now going on top here, Beast is very low. There's a good follow-up stun. And the turn actually meant that the Sunstrike did not hit him, but Beast might go down here. Beast does go down to the Q of Troll Warlord. W, sorry. The axe throwing. And there's a lot of pain coming out into Disruptor here. Venomancer can't quite walk through the wall of axe with his 3 ring of protections. So both Radiant safe lane players here sitting on below half health. And Gobster making some lovely little stacks in the jungle. Let's see what is Troll going to be building. Is Troll looking for that Battle Fury? Troll is looking for a Battle Fury, so are we going to have a... Unfortunately another missed Sunstrike there from the Invoker. So we're going to have Battle Fury versus Battle Fury gaming in this. Not really a surprise. So Invoker has slightly fallen behind in the last hits, but he has got kills, so how does that affect the net worth of the two? So DK's currently sat about 500 ahead, 7 minutes in. Are we going to see any weird and wonderful rotations for the Wisdom Runes? What am I looking for? Last nice again. Hello Super, good morning. He says at 9:33 UK time, not 7:33 UK time. Disruptor sitting very low, but Tusk got the Shrine of Wisdom, and I assume Disruptor's going to pick up theirs. That's correct. Okay, Gobster popping a ward there to see any potential stacks, which are not there currently. It's going to be a dive if they go for it, which they do not. They very, very smartly do not, because they couldn't see the Abaddon. They don't know how much heal and save comes out from there. A bit disconcerting that you can hit Primal Beast across the map. Okay, thank you for that mid-insight. So the Invoker's looking to go Midas. The DK doesn't care about Ice Wall, we will run through it. Well done, Dragonheart. There is some very low HP on the safe lane here. And Axe has now overtaken, also have 9 denies over the Ursa, which is not the best. Okay, rotation from... But, yeah, glimpse does exist, and I missed the slight disconnect. Oh, and unfortunately the Axe can just walk through that. So once again, if we do that and go like this, then we can... There is some very low HP on the safe lane here. Hopefully, watch a replay. Let's see what happens. And Axe has now overtaken, also have 9 denies. There we go, yes, which is not the best. Okay, rotation from... But, yeah, glimpse does exist, and I missed the slight disconnect. Oh, and unfortunately the Axe can just walk through that. Again, frustrating, that would have been a kill, but the glimpse from Disruptor saved the day. So now he's missing his Q. I may miss things if we go through replays, because I do not have 2 monitors. and that will really screw me over as I'm having to tab out. So, net worth, what I'm looking for. Net worth, 10-minute net worth. We're looking at. Okay, so the DK is topping the chart at the moment. The other three cores slightly ahead on the dire, but only by 1,000 overall.
Radiant's bottom tower is in danger.
Ursa has resorted to jungling, which makes a lot of sense, but there's quite a big wave actually.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That is an interesting axe build-up. I've only just seen this. It's a Helm of Dominator axe. He's not going for the standard
Radiant should
Blink Blade Mail build. Okay.
Radiant have fortified their
And now we are creep skipping
structures.
with
Dire's top tower is under attack.
the absolute scourge of Raised Dead with Rally pushing that bottom tower. Ursa's map is about to get very small.
Radiant's
But
bottom
tower taking top. So a small go mid, but nothing major. Are there any TPs? Abaddon is there. There are 2 rotations in from the north. The tower is down to Dragon Knight. Abba without level 6. If they catch Invoker with this entry, which they do, I think this is a double kill. Double kill for the side of Radiant. Axe has dunked onto the DK though. Bit of a small glimpse. Disruptor's running on low health and then kind of ignoring the Venomancer here. Just going to just slow and annoy. Is the highest level in the game Axe with the highest net worth? I think we're going to get a kill here. Perfect dodge there by it, left on red. And a good comeback by the Radiant for that. All the while, this means that Ursa is slowly getting towards his Battle Fury. Another 1600. Okay, so Troll slightly ahead. Well, now 5.2k at the top. About 1,000 on the Ursa. And quite rightly just trying to take some of the stacks from the Troll. Map's quite dark down here for the Ursa, but a good read. Has avoided an axe attack. Again, slightly small glimpse there, but I don't think he would have gone into a more advantageous position. So 3 sat mid, we have Troll farming up these camps. 300 got away from his Valfury. Primal Beast with a blink. So we're going to see a smoke to... So blink BKB is the build for him. Are we going to see a smoke for blink reveal here from the Beast?
Got it.
Vessel coming out soon on the Venomancer. Okay, so there's still no blink reveal. So I assume it's this one, yep. Blink TP. Oh, they're just gonna poise themselves for bot tower. Also, you've got the Wisdom Rune coming up in 40 seconds.
Dire's whereabouts.
We've got 2 supports waiting in the wings, just in case something goes here on Harry.
There is little hope for Radiant's middle tower.
So quite rightly so, just avoiding fights for now. Let him get his Battle Fury blink.
Radiant should look to their middle tower.
So 1k up on the Radiant at the moment. But I think that's basically, if you look at it just on the Venomancer. The Venomancer is the sole net worth difference at the moment. Invoker's picked up his minor, so his farming speed should increase greatly. Going Atos into Ags. So they're looking for the Axe call into Cataclysm
The diaglyph is now
play.
active.
The Troll has now finished his Battle Fury. Might have been a bit sooner than that, I apologise. It looks like Ursa's got his flying out on the courier too. Versus some action bottom, not quite. Venomancer's poking. They're wasting quite a lot of time just by being here, but TK may feel he can just slow siege with his team behind him. This does mean Evoker is likely to take the mid tower here. Yeah, you're staying. Okay, Alacrity, yeah, great, yeah, makes sense. Abaddon's going in for a bait play, but he's actually just wasted his ult. Is this something they think they can turn? It is. Prime in a very, very good position. But however, it's very low actually. Axe is going to get the ball. Kill on Disruptor. Control is now joining the fight. The boat is coming in too. Actually quite a long fight. This might work out for Venomancer's favour. I think there's going to be a couple of people stick out to poison here. Axe. Not quite. If he gets the blink, maybe he can do this? No. Okay. Maybe fighting under their tier 1 was not objectively the best idea. However, has that really changed the net worth? Not really. Interesting. XP change, so there was XP in favour of the Dire. More damage done by Radiant, but I imagine, well, I guess the Abaddon was a primary cause of that. Gold change, yeah, 1300 in the favour of Dire. And denied region route by comes to there. It's quite an interesting high ward actually. About to be removed in 11 seconds. Consideration is that was a 4v5 fight with the Ursa still farming. The Ursa is now 600 off his Blink Dagger, and I think that'll be a big change when that goes. Disruptor playing very deep and has placed a ward directly on a sentry ward, unfortunately. The Radiant have no vision of it, however, so that's an interesting present when they walk across it. Max just farming up the ancients down here. Once again, this Helm of the Dominator has really delayed his blink timing. So he's just picked up his Blade Mail. That means his blink is probably the best part of 5 minutes away, maybe? I might have just made that up. Again, I don't farm. This DK is in a very, very forward position. Max with no blink, maybe if he has quick enough. You know something's coming. There we go. There's some big damage on the Disruptor. DK did eventually go down. Got to Turbo's ult and popped. Okay. So Axe will need to TP out here. Axe TP's out, so I think this is going to be a kill on the Abaddon. And, oh, Nacho was looking for it, but he saw some creeps instead. So the DK went down, and all you lost was your 2 supports. Axe did have to TP out, so his Blink Dagger is still far away. He's looking at 1300 gold. Okay, so both boss ones here roughly on the same. Both boss moves. The last hits are very very even on the course here. Oh, this is Y. Okay. The Blink Battle Fury. So blink up. Should they smoke with Ursa here? Okay, he's doing his own warding. Is that just outside the range as well? It is. And he may have seen him just place that ward. So once again, I think rallying up around this Dragon Knight to try and take this tower. This should be an axe kill. The Abaddon is nowhere near. And I don't know how intentional that was, but well tanked the Sunstrike on Beast. Allows him to TP away safely. And he's almost got his BKB, that is 50 gold off his BKB after Blink, so 20-minute Blink BKB on the Primal is a very good timing. Okay, and the Sanjin Yasha opted on the Troll. Do we think a Manta would have been a better decision to try and negate some of the Venomancer and Dispel? I don't know. But then, so Troll is going to solo the Tormentor here. Invoker should not be in the vicinity. Oh dear. Oh dear. Tactical, he says. Very tactical. The Troll. Do we think a Manta would have been a better decision to try and
true.
negate some of the Shadua and Dispel?
So we're going to watch this again.
But then,
sorry,
so Troll is going to solo the Tormentor here. Invoker should not be in the vicinity.
Panda very kindly is helping to tank it with his Troll Warlord and didn't quite get out of the range.
Okay. So the AC soon to be picked up on DK. The Ag's almost finished on Invoker 2. About 60 gold. People are farming well, and it's a still very even game, less than 1k gold lead. 1 tower advantage on the Radiant. And Axe is also very close to his Blink. Do we think we'll see a Blink, a smoke after Axe picks up his Blink to try and utilise that? Radiant is being really passive, I agree. You have an Ursa, you have a Beast, and we see a smoke with a DD. So the likelihood is Ursa will have a DD into a smoke here. And if they find someone alone, preferably without the Abaddon, this is just a kill. They don't have the vision here, but there we go. That is the Axe dead. Shrub falls on top of it, that is a BKB. Cataclysm kills off the Ursa. And a neutral creep kills off the Axe. Slight disaster there. Troll has come in, I think he's going to clean up here. Couldn't quite get the save. And I don't think Abba's going to tick out. Let's watch that again. They don't have the vision here, but there we go. That is the Axe dead. Shrub falls on top of it, that is a BKB. Cataclysm kills off the Ursa. And a neutral creep kills off the Axe. Onto the Axe initially, that disrupts slight disaster there. Troll has come in, I think Ursa getting taunted into the Cataclysm as expected. Couldn't quite get the save, not even getting the Axe kill. And then Troll coming in and clear up. I don't think Abba's going to tick out. It was a slight disaster for Radiant. Fight recap, yeah. So that was a 2,700 technical gold change, 4.5k XP. I think they've really got to consider that if they can't kill the Axe during the call, they will get Cataclysm. This is going to be an Evoker kill likely. Beast in the background. Are they going to be able to disrupt Roshan time? They're doing a lot of damage. They are. How's Troll going to deal with this? 5v1 with a Roche. Is Roche going to call? No. No kill. And a free Roche on the Ursa. Okay. I think this is first week jitters. And I imagine this is going to translate straight into a mid tower. Very good ward back there. Placed by Ed left on red. Just to scope out any
any potential people who come up too far.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And they're taking control of the triangle. I imagine they're going to want to try and take bot T2 here and keep their control of the triangle. But no, they seem to have backed off slightly. Are they going to see? No. Okay. So everyone's still off the map for them. Excluding the 2 mid. I think they should see the axe went top there, so they have free reign of this tower. It's quite easy to say when you have full vision over the entire map. Oh god. No! Where's the game gone? Why is it broken? That's back up, correct? Sorry guys. The problem with tabbing out. Oops.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So just for the time when my screen was black and I don't have chat open because I am not a good streamer, they took mid, took bot, as expected. And it does look like there's a smoke on both sides. Let me just check it's still up. It is still up. Excelente.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
There was a call on for DK. I think this is just a dead DK. The haste room did actually get him out of that. I don't know what just cancelled his pulverize there. This was like a kill onto the next. Yeah, Abaddon cannot save him. There you go. Nacho is toying around with the Abaddon. His ult was 5. Okay, but Troll is now joining the fray. There's BKB Troll. 3 heroes are trying to kill the Invoker, leaving that is a very good little jump by the Ursa. Yeah, double axe call. DK is probably going to go down here. The Venom Outset will soon to follow. Okay, and the Radiant are just getting out of the call in to kill for 4 kills on the side of the Dire. I'd say they are just, and of course Ursa just getting a quick little kill on the Disruptor. I'm sorry I missed that. Okay, so I think that was just a slightly too much of a laboured fight. You missed... oh. Oops. I have no idea how long that's been black for then, or was black for. Axe building into BKB. The Invoker going Lincolns. Yeah. Looks to stop the pulverize. There is an Ag soon up on the Primal Beast.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Aegis is down. Aegis down, but shield rune up. They... no, they haven't got the vision bottom. speed. So they've caught the troll with the axe call, 2 BKB, DK stun. That is Disrupt Roll onto 4, with the axe coming out from the Primal Beast into a Cataclysm of the Ages. And the troll is just going mad here. Ursa's down. Is that their damage? DK's doing his best. That is a random Crocus stun. I think the axe is going to clear on the Primal Beast here. DK down. Primal, I'm sure, is soon to fire. That's a Yules on the Tusk. Can't quite save the Beast. This is going to be a tier 2 tower. Maybe they'd fresh a high ground here. Try and either force a buyback. That was a good overall fight from the Dire. And that is the first Rax of the game down.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So it'll be interesting to see how
Fortified.
Team Froglet farmers want to defend. Okay, so they're respecting the team. They are only 7k up. 31 minutes in. They're respecting the DK, respecting the Ursa, and the Venomancer coming back. Beast also up in 5. No Roche for 35 seconds when it may respawn. No vision in the I was going to say no vision in the trying to fly the team then, but there was vision somewhere. The troll going for a satanic next, understandably. And the Ursa has picked up his axe. Yeah. This is a smoke, and they can see the axe. They're going to go in as 5. Yep. This is going to be a kill. That was a well-found axe. Brilliant smoke to chase them out there. Invoker taking the safe farm. Got his Lincolns up now. His defensive item. He feels he's got the damage with the Aghanim Scepter. The likelihood is the next step is going to be probably a sheep. Abra's going for axes. Okay, that makes sense. So we're seeing quite long, drawn-out fights, lots of high damage going out. And with an Abaddon stood in the middle with his ult on, you're not going to be easily getting kills there. Okay, and there's the Roar of Roche. So they know it's being done. And they're actually coming in at some good angles here. Is the DK going to get the kill on the Disruptor straight away? So there's no glimpse, no ulti. The Ursa has become cautious of the pit. I think without the Disruptor and Axe, I think they have a free Roche here. And a banner available for the side of the Radiant. 800 gold until Gupster has his axe. I think Axe also uses buyback last time, so. Okay. 2 and 3. We have quite a balanced buyback. Net worth. There we go. Okay, so the Invoker with the minus has pulled about 5k ahead of the DK. And the DK looking to finish his BKB. So second Roche on the side of the Radiant. Do they choose to not get a pick off and go for high ground here? It looks like they're
for their poison for it. That is the troll TP back. I've got to be cautious on the Ursa here because you're seeing the creep wave. Very deep. Oh, that primal jump is not as effective as you'd like it to be. Ursa is silenced, and Ursa has been dunked. DK goes down, then I goes down in the background. Now it's Ursa versus 5, I don't see this happening. Unfortunately, as you enrage, you're just giving Troll more and more attack speed. Right. Very deep. So watch that again and actually tap back into the game. That primal jump is not as effective as you'd like it to be. Ursa is silenced, and Ursa has been dunked. I don't know what stunned the pile there initially. DK goes down, he instantly got, then I goes down in the background. Now it's Ursa versus 5, I don't see this happening. DK got caught by Nets. Unfortunately, as you enrage, you're just giving back on more and more attack speed. And then there is the Ursa. Sat versus 5. Didn't quite manage to pull it off this time. And it's going to transition back because I'm going to click my page up hotkey and it's going to work. And it has worked. Excellent. That's what we'd like to see. And unfortunately, with that fight loss, I walked down mid. Basher hit from Troll. Oh. Big ol' feels bad, man. Just to confirm, the Twitch stream is still up. Excellent. We have no black screens here. We are good, honest streamers, you see. So, that fight plus Arax, 14k up now in the favour of Dire. How do Radiant come back from this? I think... Has Troll must have died. 2 times, yeah. 10 kills on the Primal. And that's Ursa slightly out of position. Oh, that did not quite work out as expected from the Tusk, I will say. And it's Ursa down for 79 seconds. So now the Radiant have to defend their last set of racks and tower. And Axe has caught the Venomancer in the back line. Good duels, but I think that's going to be a dunk. And that's Harry up to 17 coated blood stacks. And they're just going for the end. If they can't force the Ursa buyback here, they're never going to force it. So they now know he does not have buyback. And oh no, the Primal got baited by the Lincoln Sphere. Control damage absolutely ruining through his 3200 HP. And that's a double big old disruptor. That's not a decision call. And I think that's going to be a GG call on game 1. Honestly, quite a close game. I think a couple of bad fights on the side of Dire pulled that net worth really far the other way. On Radiant, sorry, really pulled the net worth the other way. They need to fountain dive. Watching from the sideline as your team wins. Understood. Alright, and so I think there'll probably be a 5-minute interlude where I will put up another screen and I will remember to take it back, but we will be right back. And we are back. Let me just make sure that the black screen goes away and we go on to our lovely Dota screen. We do. Perfect. Have I got desktop sound on? I do have desktop sound on. Excellent. So 2 goals this game. 1, we are not going to absolutely stuff up one of the main fights after a replay hotkey failure. And we are not going to miss first blood. That is my other main goal throughout today. Panda has decreed go when ready. So I think in my initial review of this team, Lymee's Bathwater, I assumed that Panda would be hard stuck on POS1 and Lymee would be mid. Maybe there was some discussion at play behind the scenes. Or maybe there's some flexibility. They've said go when ready, Captain Cold, so all I can do is assume. There has not been a response from the Froglet farmers. Let's go. Are we hoping for a 2-0? I imagine you are, but ease 2-0 for the boys, yes. There you go. It puts in perspective, doesn't it? What if they then get 2-0 next week with you? It's a double-edged sword. Not at all. Only add to it. Again, still no response from the Froglet farmers. They are not GWR. They are stay when ready. Nacho has said ready. So it looks like we'll be going into the wheel spin. So if I remember correctly, Lymee's Bathwater won the first coin toss, so the Froglet farmers will get priority whatever this coin now says. Someone just needs to flip the coin button. So, from the farmers to decide. And they are going to go for Radiant. So they're sticking to their guns. So the idea is we will see first pick out of Lymee's Bathwater again. Which we do. And I'm not going to tap out at this point because I think that will be suicide for my PC. And we're going to load in successfully, hopefully. And we do. So we see similar bands out of Lymee's Bath Awards. We're seeing the Kez and the Oracle first ban on the Froglet Farmers Fanclub as well. Beastmaster, so slightly different, I believe.
10 seconds.
I think Beastmaster was second ban last time. He was in the first phase. I don't think he was second ban.
It is Radiant's ban.
That is exactly the same Silencer ban.
It is Radiant's ban.
And the Lycan.
Dire's turn.
The Marcy is an interesting change.
Dire's turn.
Dawnbreaker. So
Radiant must choose.
both. I feel like this is deja vu. Okay, so with this axe, do they take out the Invoker, as that was the main source of pure damage coming out last game? Or is that a bait?
10 seconds.
What I do like is both
5
teams have stuck
remain.
to their guns. They haven't reacted to how the game went. They have banned as strategy. Bristle was second ban, thank you. Yep, so Lymee's Bathwater, exactly the same ban strategy. Vengeful Spirit coming out.
Must choose.
Yep, that might. It was the Venom answer last time. Venge has a displacement for the axe, or for the one called by axe. Unlikely to get caught as well. So maybe it's just nice for their cause to have a support that can do that behind them. Unless they run a 3 Venge, which they can do. I know Drake's had some success with it. Okay, so it makes sense they've not banned the Bristle under the assumption that if they let Axe through, he will pick up Axe rather than Bristle. That's the strategy. Let's get a jumping 3. It's quite interesting that Legion's been banned both games. I know Legion's not been a popular pickup.
Dire's turn to pick. Disruptor.
Okay, so the Froglets have picked up Disruptor. So, as it stands right now, I assume that's an Ed left on red Venge and a Sox Disruptor. With the Venge likely going Solar Crest into
10
Ags.
seconds remain.
4 staff maybe? Let's see what the rest of the picks are.
5 seconds.
Yeah, standard Medusa ban when the other team has the 18 pick. Venge might be a flex, exactly. Oh, I haven't seen. I want to say Trixie, but I'm really second guessing myself. Play Venge, but yeah, 100% could be a flex. Ringmaster. I absolutely adore Ringmaster. What a hero. My favourite part of Ringmaster is the fact that you can use his and the Tusk. So that's the 5/4 shown. There's going to be a Tusk Axe Lane. Favourite part of Ringmaster is the fact that you can use his Carnival trinkets whilst silenced.
10 seconds.
Does not dispel the silence if you use the the
5
Mirror Illusion though. Can confirm.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Phoenix. Okay.
Is this a 3 Firebird? Ooh.
10-second Dio's turn to pick.
What the?
It is Dio's ban.
Gyrocopter. Okay. Phoenix mid. Mars 3. And then I think Lymee's Bathwater looks more like a more standard draft. I think it's mid Phoenix too. There are plenty of here. Did we see a weird mid Snapfire? No, mid Abaddon, calling it.
To ban.
The Lifestealer ban, okay. I mean, there's a lot of synergy here with the spells. You play around Arena, you have an egg, you have a silence.
5 seconds remain.
Jaro is one of the heroes that can kind of stand in Arena with his standard build up for Crystallis into Ags. Spotlight offers immense vision as well. So if he's gone for the Bloodsport, I think, the Spotlight will absolutely ruin that. But I think that's the standard build, not Victory Feast. Okay, so I'm taking quite a lot of their reserve time here on this ban. So they're wondering, who do we ban on Panda? Panda is a very difficult account to ban against
It is Radiant's
because they just play anything. Sniper makes sense.
10 seconds remain.
So we ban. Is the Quap a ban? I think Quap. The team fight on Radiant is quite dirty. On Radiant, yes. As I said, if they can fight effectively around Arena, quite an easy to execute team fight as well. There is a circle, and you put an egg in it or next to it, and you put the circle from Disruptor inside the other circle. There you go, there's the Quap ban. Oh, same wavelength. And what do they ban here? What do they not want to play against Axe? Can you ban a Monkey King? Would Monkey King maybe? I mean, that's another circle. That's another circle, that's what I'm saying. Do I have faith in Nacho's MK? I think I do. Okay, and they ban out the Ursa. They thought that was a problem last time.
10 seconds remain.
Is there any world where you pick a ranged carry here? Circle impact, easy money. What can fight close up and personal with a gyrocopter? So they're taking their time for the mid pick here.
Must choose.
Okay, so they pick up the Dragon Knight this time. Offered some... Yep. I don't know what the Phoenix is going to build, but if it's a mid Phoenix, it's unlikely to get a Vessel, I think. Is it not? Is it Vessel Shivas is the build? I think they get a mobile mid on Dire. Unfortunately, they've picked up DK. Yeah. Well, Dying Light's going to cause some grief as well. Just constant damage. No, I guess the Dragon's Blood offsets it. But you're right. There was no instant disables on. But what do? Okay. So they've gone for the Morphling into the counter to the Gyro. Oh, it's going to be an interesting one. Morphling into Axe. Nacho's playing with fire. Okay. Good. Sox has the Arcana. We're happy chappy. It's a mid Mars offlane Phoenix. Yeah, Vessel plus Shiva. Okay, brilliant. Okay. More expected lineup on the Dire. Have they lane swapped here? So Dragonheart's playing 3? No, because it's a stand-in. Mid Mars. I guess the build-up is the same. So it's a DK versus, and it's a DK Frost Dragon. So going primarily for the slow. So he's not going for the damage. He's just going to go for the annoying Carney Classics on Gubster. Thank you. Tag team, yeah, makes sense. Avenging Missile, Dying Light, Ebb. He's gone for Bloodsport. Okay. So I think Ringmaster is going to favour the Shard here for definite. Vengeful Spirit. So good luck said. So we are smoking on the side of the Radiant and also smoke on the side of Dire. And they're both in the same way this time. So this is the Radiant have... They're going to walk into Mars. Mars is the one walked into here. Are we going to see First Blood? Ringmaster misses his but Tusk hits with the... Okay. Mars is taking heavy damage and the Radiant are backing off. Lots of damage being dealt. Avengers now in the wrong neighbourhood. Tusk has his shards within 10. So, split kind of fight here. It's a bit of an odd... Okay, and the Ringmaster did have, because of their kill. The Venge is dead. Okay, so it's 2 early kills. One on the side of... So the Axe got First Blood. And the Gyro got Second Blood. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. I'm imagining this is going to resolve the Radiant to get one bounty ring. And that's gone. Where's that gone? There we go. We have swish swish, so Tusk is doing a little bit of lane blocking. And it looks like the Venge is going to die again. Does... No, she's backing off. They've kept 3 down here just in case of First Blood. And Tusk got... There was a bit of a bait there by Tusk trying to block the wave well. This does mean, however, Venge is coming into lane at half health into the Axe. Some simple little trading. Unfortunately, Disruptor going Q level 1 to try and... Okay, still lots of damage. Typically you'd go to Q, and this is exactly the same ward that Dire placed last time. get lost its demise. So it's a double bracer build going, unsurprisingly. Okay, Falchion into Boots Ags by the looks of it. Maybe I'm mistaken with the crystals. That's a cringe glimpse, yeah. Okay, so Edon Red has put a high ward up, so we will see this courier coming, but Ringmaster is in a position where to stop that. Ringmaster puts himself in this little box. Negate some of the magic damage. Marlon's doing significantly less well mid this game, but still kind of keeping on par, just not miles ahead of the of Panda in the dire mid lane. Oops. Mystical bot there. Again, slight dive here. Actually, playing around with the attribute shift. It also has 10 stick charges. I think he'll be fine. He's actually tanking the tower. Okay, so he's changed aggro, but I think Morphling will get the kill. Frustratingly, the courier killed 4 of the Morphling at the same time. I think that would have been okay if he hadn't tanked 2 tower shots. Ooh. Almost a pin into the tower. DK, lots of health, lots of regen. It still hurts, but not quite as bad as it could have been. That sentry also sees this. Perfect. Good camp control over here by Gubster. Meaning so they can't pull. Which Phoenix with his AoE damage would adore to do. Trying to tap up onto Twitch. Worth for the courier. I don't know if I wholeheartedly agree there, but okay, so little bit of damage. Little bit of damage. So look at the last hits here. DK, top of the last hits charts, also top of the deny charts. He's doing quite well against the Mars, who's currently 14-0. Morphling and Axe, they're very similar. And Phoenix and Gyro also very similar. Waterroom picked up by the Mars, who's currently literally sat with a chainmail and a bracer.
Of course.
Bit of an odd decision. Chain the armor back into DK's fire breath, but still a Waterroom bot to take as well. Okay, so Tranquil Boots are coming up on the bench this time. Likelihood that'll be okay. Just Tranquil Stick, or maybe Pavis, or drums off that. On top, we see double bracer, nothing in the quick buy. Just going to go for boots. Ringmaster again, bit of an odd decision in his inventory here with a stick and a ward. And has brown boots coming to him, so we still have no regen. He's looking quite fairly healthy. Mars just kind of okay. He's getting slowed here. Will the Cold Dragon? Okay, no linger effects on the Cold Dragon, just the slow. So he's sub 35 HP without any regen. So I think that's going to be a quick trip back to base. So we have 2 options here. We were looking at side lanes for the Lotuses. I don't think there's going to be any contest mid lane for the Power Rune, which goes top and is a DD. top we have Jaro just dealing some big old damage with Flat Cannon. Or, not quite. Maybe a level in Rocket would have done it for him, but
There is little for Radiant.
that's a kill bot, unfortunately. That's the beauty of tag team into battle hunger. Venge will no longer be moving anytime soon. The DK is going to run away with the game if they don't kill him. I think DK is going to make a lot of space here. Maybe not this dragon, but next dragon he will probably be taking this tower. There's a rotation mid lane by Tusk, but he's rotated as the DK form has run out, so I don't think this is going to be the most ideal rotation.
Double damage.
Axe, once again, creep skipping, just price level 6. Disruptor going for the Wisdom Rune. With the Tusk mid, they haven't actually considered the Wisdom Rune, but Ringmaster has gone for it. Clubstuff has realised there is a problem. And Venge, unfortunately, no stun. And no level in Adaptive Strike to stun there. And I missed the kill mid. DKS is DD Frost Dragon. Walked him down. What can he do? No rotations mid. Venge just been fighting with no TP. And that is going to be likely an 8-minute tower fall mid.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. The Radiant glyph is now active.
So it's a bit of a fight mid here. Phoenix pre-level 6 has come to investigate. Arcane Ring to be taken top. Phoenix takes that. DK is low, but I think he actually kills Disruptor here if there's a fight. His team aren't close enough to him. Yeah, and that's a kill. Venge has joined as well, but I don't think they get a kill off this. Maybe if Ringmaster stays too close, but Venge is slightly too far away. That was a good dodge there by Tusk. And I think because he's... I really wish Phoenix had come with 6. That is so sad. Needed 33 XP. Okay, but that's a good clean up on DK. I don't think they're going to have the chasing potential to find the Ringmaster here, unless the Disruptor's not going to see him and the Spear does miss.
Is under attack.
Not sure. Knowing the timings, going to get that free health.
Dire should
Is that sentry out of range? That ward is minusculely out of range. Jaro building up towards his Ags, unsurprisingly. And Nacho will be going for the... So that's a Vlad's into Dragonlance into Yasha.
got it.
Dire offlane here is taking over the
Radiant should
jungle. Exactly the same axe build up here with the Helmet Dominator. I think Mars is going to die. And that's 4 people mid. Phoenix has now ran in. Can't really do much about this.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
This is giving space to Morphling,
Radiant should look to
who is on par in essence with the Gyro at this time.
Radiant's
The Axe. Axe unfortunately is still 26 last hits over the Phoenix. So if I look at the current net worth, 10 minutes in, 5,000 on the Axe versus 3.4 on the Phoenix. Or a bit more of a deficit this time. I think they're going to have to take some well done team flights to pull this back up. The idea is this Tusk is moving back, but he did not die. Mars missed the spear. Does not have the... Oh, and there's an XD coming out from the DK there. With this Axe creep skipping in the creep, this will be top tower taken. So for consideration at this point last game, the Primal Beast had also managed to take the offlane tower. There's a small stack going on. I think Mars can't be in these fights. He needs his blink.
Tower is under attack.
There was an interesting dagger there.
Radiant's bottom tower is low.
Impalement, sorry.
Dire should look to the
Is Jaro ulting? Is that ancient ulting? Yeah.
eager to know Dire's whereabouts.
So Morphling's playing very, very far forward. Going to be gone by the Tusk and the DK here. Does he have enough? So he's on full strength. He can't get any more strength from this. He does have 10 stick charges to try and... Nope. The spear missed as well, somehow? I think unfortunately this was not a fight that Mars wanted to come in on. And it's a blink on the DK as well. Going to Orchid. He was up in the air and then dunked through the floor. Phoenix going on top. Jaro, he's going to egg here, yep. I don't think Jaro's going to have the attack speed to kill this. This will be a Phoenix kill. War. That was maybe closer than he'd liked it to have been. And the Ringmaster, even with a haste rune, carrying his American football, cannot get run to the rescue. So Phoenix without a sun now for 90 seconds is going for Orchid actually. And that was well layered to ensure that they got the kill on Phoenix there, who did have his Q available. So, snapshot 13 minutes into the game, we have the 3 cores of the Dire side quite ahead of the 3 cores on Radiant. Mars is really not having the game he wanted to have. DK actually having double his net worth at this time.
Radiant should look to the
Alley-oop. There was a double kill with the Disrupt Roll going off. Are they going to have the damage to kill this DK? I think they will. There is a glimpse. That is not a cringe glimpse. But there we go. The Phoenix dot managed to get the kill in the end. But that was an interesting decision. He did. Oh, it's no sun for 13. Phoenix is going to go down before he goes into sun. That's really sad. A fight 7 seconds later. He did, however, finish his Orchid. So there's one positive for the side of Radiant. Vlad's finished up, and the Dragonlance soon is finished up on the Morphling. Give him extra tank. He says looking at 380 in HP. And the Jaro has Ags approximately 1,000 away. Phoenix indicating that they want to take control of top jungle, but they know there's a Tusk there. No sun required, that is just going to be a simple kill on the Tusk. And the Axe has finished his Blade Mail 15 minutes into the game. So last game that was about 18 minutes. Looking at a much, much better start on the Axe this game. He just needed a warm up. Jaro's moved just the Ancients, 800 gold for the eggs. And Ringmaster's doing some lovely little stacks, so that's going to exacerbate his farm. Not a fan of the Orchids. Would you have just gone Vessel into Shiva's? Finally a tower takedown for the side of the Radiant. Again, 5k gold lead, 15 minutes in, kill score of 14-7. For anyone new that may or may not be watching, game 1 went to Lymee's Bathwater, who are currently playing Dire. So in this best of 3, if they win this game, it will be a 2-0. Smoke goes out to the Tusk, going for the swap. Nope. Oh, Venge's losing vision. can sense it. And that is the execution. So they should just leave. Let's leave the Venge. Or... Okay, that's actually a very good ult. So the kill on the Venge, but the Tusk will die. DK did not get caught by the arena, unfortunately, which meant the sun did not affect as much as he'd like. Morphling is farming his little socks off, going for the Manta. Manta into Butterfly there, yeah. Phoenix does need to leave Axe without the blink, but if they get in range, Disruptor is now dead. I heard the Orchid go out onto DK. Phoenix is very, very low. That's another miss spear, but the Morph is into DK. Does not get Dragon Form? I did not know that. That was a good kill on their mid laner. Unfortunately, Axe at the moment is the problem, and also Jaro is just farming happily. Got his Ags now, so going crit. And in the meanwhile, Harry's Wildwing Ripper is pushing bot. Yes, I feel the diet isn't building dispels anytime soon, and you get a lot of value out of it. Yep. No, agreed. Ooh, I dropped my drink. Okay, so it was a positive exchange for the Radiant. A lot of damage being done by the Phoenix there. Phoenix no egg for 21 seconds. I think it's quite difficult. You want to basically only play around arena. That's your win condition. But when you've got a very aggressive Tusk and Axe running at you, it's quite a different thing to difficult thing to actually do.
Should look to their middle tower.
I feel like this is exactly where Phoenix just got bought out. That is a triple Arbit into the Ringmaster ulti. The sun is down though, and Morphling comes in. Is this going to be a double golden morph? The double golden morph he has a lot of agi to work with. Silent out on the Ringmaster. I think Morph is going to be able to clean up this kill. There we go. Actually onto Gubster's dominating spree too. It's a 4-man wipe. Jara's still farming, but 4-man wipe on the side of Radiant. That was definitely a Radiant favoured fight. It has brought the net worth discrepancy back down to 3k rather than 5k. Morph is now top of the net worth chart.
Radiant should look to their top tower.
Regen room bot for anyone who wants it. That was the perfect circle on sun circle. That's what we like to see. Yeah. Game 1 went to Lymee, which is dire. That was a very good join. Our first disconnect of the series. You'll be happy to know 50 Shades that I managed to absolutely royally mess up my instant replay in Game 1, and there was a black screen. Whoops. Okay, so naturally saying mouse issues.
Well done, everyone. I've got some notes.
Maybe that's where the cringe glimpses were coming from, the mouse issues. Cold. I expect nothing less. Thank you. My heart can only be broken in so many ways.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
There you go. The DK picking up an illusion rune with his ult. Aggressive smoke bot here, which they may have seen on those creeps because of the effect. But they did spot Morphling, but I think they're going to think he went south I think Natch was inadvertently pulled a blinder here. And that is a smoke dodge by the Morphling. The richest person on the team in the game by 2k just dodged almost certain death. And that's going for the Tormentor, so they know exactly what's happening here. So are they going to contest? Is this going to be a safe contest into Sun? No. Okay, so they're poising for it. But they cancelled for no reason? Wow. That's quite interesting, actually. Oh, so Venge already has her, so it's between Disruptor and Phoenix, and Phoenix got his, which is excellent because Sunray within Supernova's busted. Right, let's try and actually tap back into chat. Food and Falls cold, Cow Cold, the one and the same to this Morphling. Yeah, and the Butterfly coming next. Have they seen the Gyro recently? He hasn't started building into it. There is no MKBs coming up, but the Axe control on the Morph will be an absolute nightmare for him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So they need to consider that Morph is nowhere near, and he's also going through Portal now, so they're going to see that on their ward. But he's safe for now. Stan goes out, they see the Axe, but the blink away. They're very much playing on the edge here. Haste Rune for the Gyro hit. Okay. They're going to sit behind the Morph, who will be taking the tier 1 tower. Very quick take by the Morph there. And the Tusk just dies. Do they have anything to stop this Morph? The Axe Call is the only thing, right? I think even if Gyro Morph just becomes Gyro and kills Gyro. With the creep wave, I think this is going to be an uncontested 2-2. They see DK Dragonform on top. He's not going to want to TP back.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
There's a tier 2 second. So Trixie just padding out his healing stats for the end of the game. There we go, so now we have Shiva's guns. They don't have vision on this Roche, so it's going to be an unexpected Roche for the side of the Radiant. Yep, Venge doing the Venge thing, which is throw your Q at throw your W every 10 seconds at the Roche. Okay, and the Phoenix is indicated go top and bot. There we go, nice easy strategy there, push. Yeah, they need to call the Morphin Axe Call or go like late game with DK and just fight, yeah. DK plus Gyro, agreed. I think the Morph just being able to turn into Gyro and flat cannon and Daylights out the rest of their team is going to be massive. Oh, Aegis DD, they are just sweeping the map here, so I imagine they are just going to go top and take the last T2, really close out the map on the side of the Dire. And that net worth has gone down to 2k. What's the win percentage looking like? Win probability, it's been fluctuating. But it is definitely going back in the favour of the Radiant now. XP still heavily in favour of the Dire, but the gold is getting there. Gyro is in a bit of no man's land here. He's getting really squeezed. No, there we go. Clever TP out of the way. But I think I think they're ready and happy with that. They just want the tower. If they happen to pick up a free gyro, that was just free money. And they're going to keep pushing. They feel they are, at the moment, unstoppable. They actually have all their ultimates as well, so you've got Mazarin, you've got Egg, Disrupt's ulti. This is where they want to fight. They want to be taking a 5-on-5, so let's take an objective forward there. There's a TP in by Disrupt, by Tusk, sorry. If the Venge got the vision there. Okay, Tusk Blade. That potentially could have been a Glimpse play. With the vision off Wave of Terror, and then obviously Glimpse. Harry doing a fantastic job of being really annoying with the Helm of the Dominator. And quite rightly, Venge, coward, absolute coward. Finishes BKB now on Gyro, going for Satanic into Daedalus. The fact that Morphlings almost finishes Butterfly, do we think that an MKB is a requirement here? Or do you just kill every other person and then finish off with the Morph? Smoke coming out. They have quite good vision to kind of keep them locked in to their side of the map. What they could ideally do with is a ward either up here, or let's say down here, or over here. Okay, there's an Atos. There's healing coming out of Phoenix that is offsetting all of this. Phoenix is going to go down. And Morphing's back up. I don't think the Morphing has enough to fight here. If so, that's a very good hold. Or not quite what they wanted. There's healing coming out of Phoenix that is offsetting all of this. Phoenix is going to go down. And Morphing's back up. So it's a Morphing on high ground. I don't think the Morphing has enough to fight here. What if so? That's a very good hold in 2 counter Phoenixes, and then the Gyro BKB obviously he just walk out and hit the egg. Or not quite what they wanted. The egg did actually go off, but then all the damage was lost at that point. Morphling went down, and unfortunately DKX just cleaned up. And with that, I need to press page up. I think. I know it's black. I'm fully aware. I'm clicking back game. We should be good. We should be good. We should be good. We should be good. Come on, Twitch, catch up. Ah, there we go. We are back. No. Yes, we are back. Okay, if it's gonna go wrong, let's pay attention to it going wrong. I apologise. You did miss another 5. We are getting there. Fight in favour, so they push mid straight after. Thank you guys. If I had a second screen, I wouldn't need to goddamn keep tabbing. And I think that's what's throwing me, because I'm tabbing and not hotkeying properly, and then it's tabbing back to a black screen. The Phoenix goes down with egg up as well. Morph's doing some sneaky little ratting.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, more than happy with that. So Morphling is still top of the net worth chart here by 2k. Unfortunately, his other two cores just aren't quite where they need to be at this time. And I think that's primarily where the 9k advantages come from. That high ground, they did take the tower, but that high ground fires cost them a lot of space. Is Morphling going to be seen here? No. Ward is seen. Tusk goes down. Solo kill for the Morph. That's 700 straight in his pocket. I don't know why it's split among two other players. There's nobody else there. Gyro switched to MKB. Thank you for paying that attention because I am not. Okay, yeah, so the Daedalus has actually gone into the MKB. Well spotted. Hey, at least someone's paying attention. It's definitely not me. Okay, so Disruptor's going Ags next. Yeah, that's definitely the right call. If they can pin Gyro to the Mars Arena wall and then Ags on top of him, he is no escape. Axe is going Shivas. Yeah, makes sense. It's the Morphling, slightly different build than he went last time. That's Tusk Drums. Yeah, blink into Ags, standard stuff. Let's pull someone away. And Bloodthorn, BKB, blink. Morphling is now going to go for the Skadi. Yep. Okay. Mars, I assume it's just finishing his BKB. Yep. Venge. I don't know what to think about this Venge build. There's no auras. You've got an Aether Lens. But are you the one that needs the Aether Lens? I don't know. And Glimmer Cape. Would I have preferred boots? But boots drums, potentially, right. Fight going on, I'm not paying attention. Oh, unfortunately the Phoenix went down. They're fighting their jungle, they got caught out. Main thing is Morph got away and Mars is still good. So they're going to feel like they want to do the Tormentor here. Yes, I think this is the first dire Tormentor of the game.
Just what I've been waiting.
Gyro has a lot of health. Oh, and there we go. Oh no, it can't be. Yeah, so this is the second dire death to the Tormentor, and once again, Gubster, we are going to be watching that again. So they're going to feel like they want to do the Tormentor here. Yes, I think this is the first. We said at the start of the game that's what they need to do.
Just what I've been waiting.
Gyro has a lot of health. Oh, and there we go. Oh no, it can't be. Yeah, so this is the second dire death to the Tormentor. And we're going to have a slight black screen now because I am bad. But then it will go back in. Two games, two Tormentor deaths. Yeah, agreed. Sometimes you got to do it. Sometimes you got to do it. You'll be happy to know, even with the 5-minute break, there is still a requirement for a bathroom break midway through the game. How's the win graph looking? Okay, so the win graph did put it back to 50-50, but now it's seemingly 68% in favour of the Radiant. Yeah, the Golden XP is also absolutely plummeted. That you can see where they fought at the high ground. Tensions of Iron Blood is going to take so much. Yes. And we are moving back in after that slight pause. again, the actual consideration is, so Morph is propping this up by 3k. Do they kill Tusk? Is it very tanky? Yeah. Okay, Morphling does an obscene amount of burst damage. And that's 1,000 gold directly in the favour of Radiant from a pos 4 death. Jesus, 1,900 damage just from Morphling. My carry. So yeah, there's 3k actually just in the difference of the carries, so that for the rest of these two cores is insane. The amount of difference, what's that? 5 and 7. So there's a 13k difference between the mid and the offlane here. Okay, so they've got a good smoke, and they're going to see Gyro on this wave. As a 5-man, they're not together, so this is... If Mars can hit an amazing arena here and not get caught by... Oh, unfortunately just on Gubster, but that does put Gyro on his own. Oh, they haven't got any stuns through BKB, but they've got the damage, they've got the swap. Gyro Satanic through, but the death, the Skadi ruining that Satanic. They haven't got the creep waves to push in though. Okay, so they're going to TP back, fix their waves. Okay, and the Phoenix is going to die. Is the Phoenix going to counteract this? That was a perfect pin. Phoenix with the late egg. This isn't going to kill DK. I feel like if the Morph TP'd then, that was a dead DK. But no, there's Gyro dead 55. They don't know this, but he doesn't have buyback. Axe and Tusk are smoked behind. So if this creep wave walks into Morphling, this might be a dead Morph. He managed to get the strength. Switch off. Ringmaster goes for the save. The Morph's just going to keep hitting. For no reason to stop. I think this might be going to a game 3. Gyro now by like 32. They can take mid here. They can probably actually also take top. How do they stop the Morph damage? Okay, the glyph. Phoenix is currently completely on the other side of the map. Not ideal. Another axe core. Hypnotized, but he has got the strength switch on. Okay, they back off. The Phoenix is just sorting out these lanes bot. Do you remember when this was 13? It's now 5. How does that win graph look? Wow. So they're actually now 57% in the favour of the Radiant. This is a very close game. Gold difference, yeah, 5k. XP still massively in favour of the Radiant, the Dire, sorry. Okay, so the Dire have just scanned into Roche. They've seen that, so Radiant know Roche is up, but Dire know Radiant were in there. I think they need to smoke round. So they need to go high ground here and pick someone off from the side, like this. You don't want to run into Gubster, he's fodder at this point. Okay. They take this so fast with the Morphling. I don't know how they're going to get set up in time. Mars Arena egg up as well. And that's Banner as well. Hey, if they're coming in clutch, I called it out earlier, but you know what? Sometimes this happens. G-Pon bag. Ooh, spell damage. This is Panda's pause now. There's an MKB on the DK. So the MKB on the DK is actually earlier than the on the Gyro. The Gyro was farming madly. Is he gonna... So he doesn't actually have buyback. Is that what he's farming for, maybe? Let's see what the buyback status is on the side of the Dire. Ringmaster. Your Ringmaster is the only hero with buyback. into a Morphling Aegis. Morphling does not have buyback 242 gold. Mars, no Phoenix. Okay. Lymee saying ready. Everyone's ready, everyone's steady. Yep. I think if this high ground fight doesn't go well, this is going to a game 3. So Axe does get the call on. Okay, so that's the Phoenix dead. That's a good start for Dire. Morph really isn't dealing the right damage he wants to into this. So he's taking out 2. Tusk is brought back. Morph is actually still alive in the background. Oh my god. He's not. The Aegis is down. Disruptor dies to a random flat cannon. And the Morphling is now full strength. Oh no, he's got more strength to give. So he's wave forming around there with the cape. Is he going to get the TP off? He is going to get the TP off. I don't think they have a cancel. So that was a very good hold. To say they only lost a DK and the Tusk brought back for 3. It was fantastic positioning by the DK there to pick off Phoenix in the background. Phoenix could not get off any spells. Bloodthorn dead. Is Gyro going to see the DD that is bottom? That's the big question. No, he is not. Yes, he is. No, yep. Are you going to the room? Yes, you are. I would just take that, yeah. And that is a humongous creep wave bot. Magnifying monocle on the gyro. Is this the item? If you take damage, you lose its only effect. It's an interesting decision. Wait, is it just bugged? Am I bugged? Pyrrhic Cloak on Disruptor. Interesting. Zoom Blood, right? We want big arenas here. Disruptor is slowly walking towards his ad, probably just keeping buyback as well. How the heck has Ringmaster still got a mana draft? Drought, sorry. Axe with a Zoom, yeah. I think the key thing for Radiant here is to try and protect the Phoenix in a fight. If the Phoenix can get off his egg in conjunction with one of the other big abilities, this is a one fight on the side of Radiant. There is a smoke up from the Dire here though. Who are they going to walk into? I think they're going to walk into this Disruptor. No, that's a dodge. They found a Venge. Oh god, you just swapped. You've swapped margins of death there. More, dealing a lot of damage to himself and does not have anything to protect that with. That was a perfect stun then by Venge to ensure that didn't get cancelled. I don't know why Phoenix didn't cancel that. And I think this is going to be another teamwork. Eventually. You've swapped margins of death there. More, dealing a lot of damage to himself and does not have anything to protect that with. That was a perfect stun then by Venge to ensure that didn't get cancelled. I don't know why Phoenix didn't cancel that. And I think this is going to be another team wipe. Eventually. Sorry, concentrating really hard on not making a black screen on that one. And it didn't work. Hello. It did work, thank you. Yeah. Okay, so and all the graphs are now back showing favoritism to the Dire. This is very back and forth. Ooh, that was a very well timed courier defense.
Radiant's courier has been slain in cold.
Well done, Gubster. That would have been arguably a swift blink. Okay, is that a smoke up on the side of the Radiant? They're looking for a... Oh, that was a bit of a giveaway. Tusky's playing right on the cusp of these, so if there is a smoke break, yeah, and that's likely the Venge dead. Without buyback. Disrupt gets caught here as well by the gyros. This is up to the cores on the side of Radiant now. Oh my gosh. And that's a Phoenix death. This Tusk kick is doing work. Luckily Phoenix buyback. Do they respect it? Are they going to back off? That's an MKB on the two cores now at the front. An axe call in on the... Oh, and the Morphling is down. Cool. Morphling, no buyback. I think that Hypnotize has screwed over Morph multiple times. That is a long stun to get caught by. And then it's the Mars buyback death. Game 2 of week 1. You don't need to GG out too early. DK is getting very low actually. There's 3 quite low heroes on the back there. Not that Radiant can chase at this point, but... And that's the Phoenix buyback death. This Tusk is doing absolute numbers. I mean, consolation prize that it get the Tusk. But Jaro will just end the game here. And that's going to be a GG 2-0 to the side of Lymee Bathwater. And that is GG. Let's have a quick look at the screen, the end screen. He says, "Is this where my game has crashed?" No, my Dota Plus subscription has expired though. So 14 kills on the Morphling, 31k, just overtaken at the end of the game by Lymee there for 33. XPM, oh, over 1,000 on the gyro, look at that. GPM 768, 771, yeah. 37,000 damage. Yeah, 17k building damage. That was like the troll in the first game. Honestly, quite a close game. A bit of favour in the early game, somewhat even in the mid, and then just up and down like a yo-yo. But no, overall, good games. Lots of fun to cast. And I will be casting next week. I don't know who I'm going to do, but I will definitely choose somebody. Right, have a good evening all, and thank you very much for tuning in.